I'm very fond of gadgets, and I would like to get an experience of Windows laptop, Apple MacBook, Samsung tabs, an iPad, an iPhone, an Android phone, just because I enjoy using them and I would like to get a feel of it. But apart from that, I feel that having the right gadget makes me quite productive. And there have been times when I was so busy with work and other things, and I didn't have enough money to buy all those fancy gadgets, whatever I wished for. So I had to do with cheap laptops and old tablets, which were not good enough for my work or the purposes I wanted to use it for. But now, after a lot of years, I feel like I have the right amount of right gadgets that I would require in my life to be productive as a doctor, for studying, and for my media consumption and everything else. So whatever gadgets I have now are perfect for me, and if I buy anything more than this, that would be an extra leisure and not because I require them. So this these gadgets that I have here are the ones that I actually need, and I'll tell you what all I use as of now. So the first one is this Dell laptop, and this is a 15-inch laptop which is quite good. So I'll tell you things about it. First of all, it looks sleek and it's metal body and it looks good. I would not like a very good performing laptop which looks bad. I would definitely not like it. And if the laptop is only good looking and doesn't perform well, I would not enjoy that. Also, I had such another laptop which was quite good, which was big and good looking. It was dark blue in color, but it performed really bad. It was a Core i3 processor, and I bought it for 40,000 something, which I sold off secondhand around 20,000 after a few months of use. So this laptop uh, was bought last year. It's been around 10 months. And what I would like to mention about this laptop is that the main reasons I use this is for some web browsing related to academics, like reading articles from the net and things like that, reading PDF books, making PowerPoint presentations like the one I'm making over here. So for this I need a big screen, and I got a nice keyboard here. This number pad, do I really require it? Some laptops look good without this, but I don't really require this, but it's been quite handy when I do data entry, and sometimes I have to do some work on counting number of COVID admissions and deaths and making some data work like that. So it's quite handy for doing that, and yeah, for calculating money issues, financial issues and stuff like that when I'm trying to note down what expenditure I have made in a particular month and stuff like that, and for data entry. So this number pad can be there, cannot be there. Even if I don't have this number pad, I won't mind. I need a good keyboard. This, I feel like it's decent enough, but I don't think it's that good. Like they say about the Magic Keyboard of the new MacBook lineup, Mac Air and Mac Pros. I don't think it's that good. I'm sure they are better. The trackpad is quite decent, no complaints. The only problem with this laptop that I have, I'm very happy with it because the earlier laptops that I had were not as good in performance and in looks. This is very good. Whenever I'm at home at my desk for all the work that I need to do, this is quite good. I haven't tried video editing and stuff like that on this because I've been doing video editing on my phone and tab till now. So I don't know if I would like to go into video editing in the laptop and stuff like that, but till now I've not been using this for video editing. So for all the other purposes, other general purposes like web browsing, doing Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Word and everything else, it's been quite speedy, and I have not had any problems or any lag, or when the computer goes into not responding mode, I don't have issues like that. Plus when I close it and I open it, it comes up instantly. And even if I shut it down, it takes only about 10 seconds to boot up. So that's quite good. So this is my laptop. Yeah, this cost around 74,000 to me. It was bought last year. The only problem that I have with this is the weight. Since it's, I think, 2.4 kgs, it's not the lightest laptop to carry around in my bag. So when I want to continue my work that I do over here at my workplace in the hospital, it's quite difficult to carry this around. And if the day that I'm carrying this, I can carry it, but if I put this in my bag and if I want to walk around here and there a lot, it becomes too heavy for my shoulders. Because not only my laptop, I'll have my tablet, I'll have some water bottles, a bottle of coffee and other things in my bag, so it becomes quite heavy for me. Otherwise, I still like it. But yeah, for the laptop part, I'm thinking I'll go with the Mac Air, since Mac Airs have very good processors nowadays, like the M1, and maybe the next one will be M1X or M2. Maybe I'll go with the Mac Air next time. So till now, this is good. So the next tech that I'm going to show is this guy. So this is my Samsung Tab S7 Plus. Yeah, we can use it like a laptop, but I don't use it. Actually, this can be sort of like a laptop replacement, but I don't really use it like a laptop replacement. I don't do all the laptop stuff over here because it's much more convenient on the laptop, of course, doing making PowerPoint slides, web browsing and stuff like that. This I use mainly for watching movies, reading PDF books, taking down notes with the S Pen. This is a function that I really love about Samsung Tabs, getting an S Pen and getting to doing writing down things. And a minor feature for most people, but what I really love is because I have to make lots of PowerPoint presentations and I take the information from books and all. So let's say this is a book, and there's a diagram over here which I want to take. The feature I love and makes my work much faster is this Smart Select. Let's say this is a diagram I want to select from the book. I can just select this part and this comes up, so I can just copy this and add it to my PowerPoint presentation, and this is really handy. If I don't have this tab, I would really miss this feature. If you give me an iPad right now and take away this, I won't be happy because I want this feature. It makes my life much easier. And yeah, this is Tab S7 Plus, and before this I had a Tab S3. So obviously that was much slower than this one, and this one can handle file transfers. I can open up thousands of pictures in gallery and sort them out, hospital pics separately, family pics separately, and it's quite speedy to do all that. And about Samsung DeX and all, for which I have to press this function button and DeX mode, which becomes like a computer. I don't really use this feature much, so for people who don't have a laptop, I think they can enjoy this, but till now, to actually really enjoy this, I need a separate mouse. I have a separate mouse and a good keyboard, but I don't really use this much. So let's get back to the tab mode. So normally I attach this and take this to the kitchen where I have dinner and I'll watch a movie on this. The speakers are great, the screen is great, no problems. This cost me 80,000 something, and this was an additional 17,000. I was supposed to actually they should have been an offer in which I would get this for 6,000 or 7,000, but I was not aware of it, so I bought it at the full price. But yeah, it's okay. It was a little expensive, I feel, but it's okay. Not that bad. And yeah, I do online shopping on this tab as well. So this is for my Amazon needs, for my Netflix and Prime Video, YouTube. I watch most of my YouTube on my phone, and I watch movies over here, and I do reading, note taking, and yeah, that screenshot type of thing for diagrams and all. Because if you take a screenshot and then edit the picture and try to crop only a diagram, it's much more difficult. And this, because of this button, it makes it really easy. Let's say this is a diagram. I can just take this Play Store and add it to my PowerPoint presentation. So yeah, I love my tab. If you give me an iPad right now and take away this, I won't do that exchange. I like this. I can have an iPad on the side, a second tab. But yeah, if I want to do video editing and stuff like that, I would prefer an iPad, and because the apps for video editing and on Android are not so good, and it's much better on my iPhone. So instead of doing it on my iPhone, I would prefer to do it on a bigger tab, an iPad. But at this moment, like I said, if I buy another laptop, it's something I want and I don't need actually. So if I want another tab on top of this, it's something again that I want, but I don't really need it. So for my actual needs, this laptop and this tab are good enough. The next thing I'm going to show you is, okay, let's finish up with this one. This is just a power bank by Realme. Most power banks are ugly, and this one looks quite cool. It gets charged with, this is 10,000 mAh. It gets charged by USB-C, and it has two output. This normal USB-A, I think. Yeah, USB-A output, and this USB-C also acts like an output. So till now, for my iPhone, now they give this lightning connector with the USB-C, so I don't have a USB-C charger until now. So I've been charging my iPhone from this all the time, and also by my laptop. So done with this, let me talk about other tech. This is a very old hard disk that I have. We can buy hard disks and we can buy SSDs, but I am using Google One storage. So right now I'm paying for 200 GB per month, about 230 rupees. I think I'm going to stick with that cloud storage because we have unlimited Wi-Fi and the speed is good. Now the next tech that I have is, so this is the OnePlus 7 Pro. So this OnePlus 7 Pro is good enough for me. I don't want, see, if I had a OnePlus 6 and I would want to upgrade, but since I have this OnePlus 7 Pro, I don't feel like upgrading to an OnePlus 8 or OnePlus 9 or other phones, because all those phones will have a hole, what is it called, hole punch or punch hole for the camera, but this one is full screen and I like this. Yes, for starting the camera, I have to press here, and if I want to go to selfie mode, this camera pops up. Some people don't like it, but it's okay for me, and I love the screen, I love this phone. This phone is quick, fast, and it's sleek, it looks good. I want to use it without the case, but yeah, I'm scared about breaking it, so I always put it in a case. And yeah, I love this phone, and if you say take some other phone, give this phone away, I would not. I can have other phones, but I need this phone. Yeah, let's talk about this phone. I bought this phone 3 years back. This Note 8, Samsung Note 8, and yeah, I bought this phone that time because of the stylus, and I can do the writing, some note taking, and that screenshot thing, Smart Select, that I just showed on my tab. But since now I have the tab, I don't really need this anymore because I've got a good phone and I've got this, and yeah, this phone is for sale now. Now the other tech that I have right now is the phone that I'm filming with, that is the iPhone 12 mini. It's in blue color, and I bought that phone because sometimes these phones are too bulky if you want to go on a bike ride, or if I want to go for a jog and stuff like that. So that phone is small and it's quite handy, and when I put it on my ears, it's small and it's not heavy. Yeah, basically, and it's small, and when I put it in the pocket, it's not too bulky. Apart from that, see, as a doctor, as a surgeon, I take many pictures of my patients, of the wounds and stuff like that. And so if I take a picture with this, and we're supposed to take pictures with the flash on. So let me take a picture with the flash on. Check this out. 1, 2, 3. It takes 1, 2, 3. It takes like 3 seconds to click a picture with flash on, and I really hated it about that about this phone. Let's try without the flash, and yeah, it's quite fast. But I have to take pictures of the patients and the wounds with the flash on, so I needed a much quicker camera and much better one. And I bought the iPhone because it's small, it's convenient to carry around, and for the camera because it's got fast camera even with the flash on, and for video recording it's quite very good. Yes, for other purposes I don't need an iPhone actually. Android phones are much better for me, and yeah, I do some video editing on the iPhone, but it's a very small screen, so I'm thinking like I should go with a MacBook Air laptop or an iPad Pro for video editing. But yeah, I don't really need it right now, so I won't. Other tech that I have is this watch over here. This is the Samsung Gear S3. I bought this in 2016, and this strap was for 400 rupees from some market, and it looks very good. So from the local market, it's not made for this watch, it's from the local market, from a watch shop, and the straps that come with it were like that fake leather sort of thing, and they were not good. It doesn't look good. And this watch is good enough for me. It's got some scratches and all, but as a smartwatch, all I want is that it should show the notifications, who's calling. I can cut the call with this, I can answer the phone with this, I can talk to the person through this phone. Like when I'm in the kitchen and I'm talking and the phone's a bit far away, someone calls, I can just twist this dial and pick up the call and have a short conversation very conveniently. And I can use the calculator. No, I never use the calculator here. What I use here is the timer. Like I turn on the water for the washing machine. We have a semi-automatic washing machine right now. So if I turn on the water, I have to switch off the water. And if I turn on the water pump, if I do anything like boil eggs or something like that, I just use the timer a lot on my watch. So this watch is enough for me. I don't need an Apple Watch 6 or the newest generation Samsung watch. The other watch I have is the Realme Band. I didn't really need it, but I just bought it just like that, and I use it sometimes when like in the operating room or other places. This watch is like not too much in the way, so this is quite convenient. And then when I go for a run and stuff like that, this is much more convenient. But I'm not really into the features of a smart band because I don't really need anything. All I want to do is look at the time. So I'm not concerned about heart rate monitoring and other sports tracking stuff. I'm not into it right now. So these are my gadgets, and I feel like I have the perfect set of gadgets for my needs right now. I know some people will say it's too much, having a good phone is enough, or having a bad phone and a good tab is enough. But yeah, I need good stuff. I need a good tab, I need a good phone with a great screen, I need a good camera that I have over here, the iPhone 12 mini, and I need a good laptop. All these keeps me going with my studying and with all this work that I do, this video making and stuff like that. Let's say if I don't have a good laptop, I'll stop studying. I know it. I don't feel like studying from books and things like that. If I have to make PowerPoint presentation from the old desktop that we have at home, I'm not going to feel like doing it. So these things keep me going and motivate me to do more and better. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.